Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J, Professor Spike and Kamal's being live in Long Island, New York, where we have a hell of a good show today. No, that was yesterday. We had a hell of a good show.
Yeah, so we'll work off of our momentum.
I don't think we could put up as good a show today as we did yesterday.
Yeah, it was a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
But,
Welcome,
we're actually going to look at some of those stocks again anyway.
Doing live. Welcome to all those that are viewing later on in the evening. Welcome all to Dr. J, Spike, and Kamal pontificating stocks.
Right.
What do we like?
Dr. J is the pontiff.
Do we like ntla? Yes. Do we like CRISPR? Yes. Do we like Capricorn? Yes. Do we like dmtk? Yes. Do we like what else did I buy today? I bought each of those. No,
You went back to Mankind also?
Mankind, that's another one.
Yeah, I'm seeing from your label.
So I'm a Mankind fan. I'm a CRISPR fan. I'm an ntla fan. I'm a big Capricorn fan. So those are some of the ones I like. I've been adding Capricorn almost daily, munching. Today I added both dmtk and Capricorn.
So you're getting back into the cloud.
I did a lot of shopping early in the day when the market was down. I bought some Tesla. I added to my Tesla.
Yeah, well, those battery plays.
Well, the Investors' Day was a disaster, apparently, right?
Right. So it sort of lowered some of the sentiments. So you got an opportunity to buy in again.
Scott, this is a good one. This is like a dollar stock that could be a $10 stock. Very good. Ginkgo, whatever it's called. DNA is a good one, Scott. Skyline likes DNA. Dan is with us.
Dr. Z.
Another doctor. We're getting a lot of doctors.
Yeah, well,
Skyline is with us, and John is with us. All right, look, I don't want to waste too much time chit-chatting. Yeah. Unless you got important chit-chat. Is there anything important going on in the world that, we could talk Yankees, Mets.
Yeah. We could,
I just want to know if you think the Mets and Yankees improved over last year.
Oh, would you say? I'm trying to figure out why ChargePoint is getting so. ChargePoint after hours is losing.
I guess I can't change the subject. The subject.
No, you can't. You can't. I don't want to talk about the Yankees and the Mets until the season starts.
People don't want to hear about the Yankees and the Mets anyway.
It's true.
How about World War III?
World War III is.
World War III. Well,
I got the memo.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen first? Global warming.
No, I got the memo, Kamal. World War III has been postponed indefinitely.
Oh,
okay, great. That would be nice.
To the third quarter of 2023. The third half.
Yeah. Okay. World War III. What's going to happen first? A cure for cancer or World War III?
Oh, well. We already have some cures for cancer, just not enough of them.
Yeah.
And actually, they're not cures, they're treatments.
Or what do they call it? Kitchen sink fusion, whatever you want to call it.
All right. Oh, kitchen sink fusion. Yeah, that'll happen soon.
Yeah, that'll be 5 more years, right? They always say 5 more years.
Mañana y mañana.
That's the answer to all those questions. Considering it takes 15 years to get a stupid drug approved, I don't know if about 5 more years. It takes forever with the FDA. It's not easy. That's for sure. I texted Kamal, as long as the 200 holds, we're okay on the SPY.
on the
Yeah,
SPY.
that was nerve-wracking.
Didn't I text you?
Yes, you did.
I did text you, right? I told you as
Yes.
long as 200 holds.
Yes, you did.
And so far, we're good. So far, we're good. Let's see, what picture is this? The weekly? Let's go to the daily. You like 1 year, right, Kamal?
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right, so we'll do 1 year. It flirted with the 200 today, didn't it? When did I text you that? Earlier in the day, right?
Yesterday.
Or yesterday? Well, it looked like it may not hold in the morning, but we finished pretty strong. That's a nice looking candle. In fact, it is an engulfing candle, isn't it?
By
Yes,
definition.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a huge green monstrous candle, but it does come after a downtrend, which I like. And the day before is not full. The candle body is not full, which I don't like, but it is a red candle followed by a green, which I like. So there's a lot to be said about this candle. Finished the day strong. I've been buying spiders, I've been buying Qs, and I've been buying IWM. I sold all my DIA. I don't know if I did the right thing, but that's what I did.
Which one's BIA?
The diamonds, the Dow.
Oh, DIA. Okay.
Yeah, the diamonds. I felt it was sluggish. You know, it got off to a slow start for the year. My Caterpillar was just dreadful. I held on to that though. I held on to the dreadful Walmart. I got some Dow stocks, but you know, I wish I had CRM.
Oh, did CRM make a move?
Salesforce went up like $1 million today.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in that for a while.
I wish I was in that one, but I'm not. So the spiders.
Well, 11%. Yeah.
What have we got to say about the spiders? I vote higher. What do you guys vote? We only get one vote. Cast your vote.
You can't vote, but you can't vote twice.
I vote higher. I say up.
Well, that engulfing candle at the end.
It's kind of like Coney Island. You know, you could bet the over or the under. On this,
I'm looking at the trend line that.
You know what Coney Island does?
Coney
Island rolls dice, and they can't lose because you could be under 7 or over 7, but if it's a 7, they keep the money.
Right. You know, we popped out of that downward trend, but our downward is paralleling it. I'd say up. That's going to be my guess. My guess is up.
Like it went down to the spot that I thought it would go down to, and it held. I say up. And we're up to where? Retest of the 430 level.
Yep.
So I'll draw it in. Look, I mean, I got 50% chance I'm right between up and down. First the 418 level, then the 430 level.
Well, when you get a green Thursday, usually it's a bullish Friday, usually.
Yeah. Especially when you have a strong finish, right?
Correct. When you get a red Thursday, it's a crappy Friday.
Usually, not always, but yes.
True.
You're right. I just like, even though it broke the extreme uptrend we were in, I think it had to pull back. Remember when we were up real high to the 318 level? I said we're going to pull back to the 200. I nailed it right then and there because it just was unreasonable to expect no pullback. It had gone up too fast and furious. Now we pulled back, we consolidated a little at the 200, ready to move up again. That's how I see it. What's next on my list? Intelia, nice day. We got to thank Gene Investing for coming on yesterday. He gave the whole world heard him say, when the IND for HAE is approved by the FDA. How many letters did I? How many?
I know exactly. That's an alphabet
I
soup right there.
feel like I'm spouting alphabet soup. All these initials. when the IND for the HAE for the ntla comes in by the FDA, it's going to pop. And sure enough, it happened the next morning.
Does that mean that BCRX is dead meat?
It's going to take a while for that to get approved. You know how slow they are.
Yeah, I know. I'm still, I'm still waiting for it to go to 18 before I bail.
I think you're talking about a phase 2 trial run for 1-2 or something. Very early. So you're probably looking at 3-4 years from now. Meanwhile, BCRX better get all the day moving. I have very little left of BCRX. I have like less than a quarter.
The chart is so disappointing.
I sold more today. I just sell every day.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm down to almost nothing.
I have a lot. I still have a lot.
Yeah, me too. I'm just, but hope and hope.
Same with Sava. I sold most of it, 3/4. But yet Walmart, which has been miserable, I'm holding on to every share. I'm not quite sure what my justification is, but nevertheless, that's what I'm doing. What was the other one that he liked was Beam. Let's pass on Beam. We'll look at CRISPR. I sold all my Beam, so I'm not that interested.
Well, CRISPR's still moderating.
CRISPR, I'm in buying mode. I keep buying it, so I'm more interested in the chart on CRISPR. It looks like it's doing a Professor Spike bottom, right?
Yeah, it does.
It really looks like this bottom at 46.45 is good. It's forming a very solid base.
Yeah, I should buy some down here
for the next leg up. It's got to get this. The next leg up has to break the 200 on CRISPR. Otherwise, what does it mean? It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Swinging.
Yeah, so CRISPR looks good for an entry point here, or when it gets down to 46.75, whatever. Good place to add and come on in. The water's fine. What did Gene add? Gene Investing told us easy double.
Yeah, he did.
Easy double. Of course, nothing in this world is easy. If it's easy, look out.
Exactly.
Just a little warning.
But and remember, his opinions are his own. Our opinions are our own.
Strictly our own, and not investment advice. Everyone should do their own due diligence and check with an advisor before acting. And if they're still listening to our bullshit, they should subscribe. Our bullshit is better than most of the other bullshit on the internet.
Yes, and that's saying a lot, isn't it?
Well, I think I'm right more often than not, and more often than most of the other gurus. My guru is self-proclaimed guru. I'm a self-proclaimed guru.
Right, exactly. Well, most of them are.
All right. What else did he talk about? I don't want to talk about any. I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
Yeah, talk about Mankind then and Dermatech, because you seem to be pretty hot on
those stocks. Mankind had an ugly candle today after a nice run up, but it's the kind of thing that's not to be unexpected when you have a huge run from the lows of October. From 290, you ran all the way up to 570. You're going to get a pullback, and I think the pullback will be a complete retrace of this last wave up to about 450. I expect a little bit more shaved off tomorrow, but it's a great place to enter. I think
You got a decent candle today.
I think the fundamentals of mankind have finally straightened out.
Why did it drop that much?
Because it ran up too much too quick, just like the SPY. They don't go straight up, you know that. I'm not sure really if there was news that was negative. I don't follow it on a day-to-day basis,
Let me see.
but it's not. It doesn't surprise me, this pullback, and it's a great opportunity to buy it either a little bit above the full retrace, maybe at the 50. So the 50 would be 511. I'm going to put in, no, it's below 511.
Well, right now it's 481. You had that little green candle at the end.
What is the, oh, I'm looking at the 100.
Right.
The 100 is 454.
There you go.
Okay, that makes more sense. So buy at 454 is a Dr. J. That's what I'm doing. I'm adding at 454.
And then you can sell it, the other one. You can sell it to 5 and change.
I wanted to do Dermatech and Capricorn, in no particular order. Well, this one also had the problem going up too quickly. How to pull back and look at the beautiful beautiful Professor Spike bottom.
Yeah, look at that. Nice consolidation we got there.
It's red, and so nice rounded bottom, even better. I like rounded bottoms.
Yeah.
Is that no pun intended there about rounded bottoms?
Yeah, I don't think anybody read it as a pun.
Okay. Only people with warped minds like me. So yeah, Dermtech looks like it's putting in a bottom, a Professor Spike bottom.
Yep.
Today was a particularly ugly candle, but you know, it's had its it's got to consolidate right around where it is, and then it should resume to $10. My target is $10 on this one.
How long?
And then Capricorn, I've just been buying it on all the way on the way up. I've been adding to my Capricorn collection.
Did you ever have any of this at the old prices?
No, I never paid a lot for this.
Yeah, because in the old days, this was one of the ones on our list.
I'm way ahead on Capricorn.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I know you got this great upward trend going.
Yeah, and I keep buying it. I even bought it today, and I made money on it today. It's up from where from what I paid for it today. I don't know what I'm drawing here. This don't make too much sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like.
Oh no, it's conservative. I like this line that you draw.
Okay.
Because you're not getting ahead of yourself.
No, it does have 3 hits. First two days and this one.
Right.
It's not much of a trend line, but that's best we can do. It had a hell of a breakout candle yesterday. It figured to pull back a little. And where do I think it's going? I think it's going up.
To the moon.
Well, maybe not quite, but how about to the old highs up here?
Right.
655. Totally doable. I think they get approved on the muscular dystrophy drug. There's very little out there for DMD. The only one I know about is Sarepta Pharmaceuticals. There might be others, but it's scarce picking for those poor kids.
Yeah.
The problem is they have very small trials because I guess it's the very nature of the disease, right? it's not a lot of kids in participating. Is it enough for approval? And Sarepta got away with it, so I think this one will too. I don't know all the details regarding the trial, but I do know I like the chart. I like the fact that they have a potentially good drug for the DMD. I hope it works. You know, those kids need something. And what's the other one that I put down?
Mankind.
And we did that one.
Mankind dmtk. You
Did that.
did all those, yes.
All
We have
right.
requests for a couple from Dr. Z, but there are too many that he gave. I'm just going to pick one. LABU or XBI.
Well, they're basically the same chart.
Okay.
Who's do LABU?
I should do it 3 times, LABU. It's basically the same chart.
You said this year is going to be the year of biotechs.
This is the year, I was told that this is the year for gene editing stocks by someone who in the know in pharmaceuticals. I'm misquoting the person. What I was told is this is a make it or break it year.
Right, but what about all the Alzheimer's stuff that we've been waiting for? Is this
I
going to be another dead year like the?
I don't remember what you're talking about. What it was.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. You don't remember what I'm talking about? I know.
Yeah, but the Alzheimer's plays have been dead.
They have.
Sava.
Well, but the thing is that gene editing was dead all last year.
Sava is dead as can be, and so is Anavex.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for Lilly to come up with something.
Lilly.
I mean, they had bad news, but it was really good news underneath all that bad news.
I don't know. The Alzheimer's is maybe an Ovis. The Parkinson's first, Alzheimer's second.
There you go. All right. I'm still sitting in those, just waiting patiently with my, twiddling my thumbs.
It's so frustrating with the Parkinson's, ALS, Alzheimer's, Huntington's disease, all those degenerative disease, neurological diseases are frustrating. There's like nothing out there.
Right.
And there's very little in the pipeline. So I know there's a lot of junk in the pipeline, basically. Hopefully Innovis proves that to be meaningful. All right, so
this picture doesn't look like, maybe you got a little bit of a bottoming here, but overall it doesn't look like it's really like.
The good news is it doesn't
a wound up coil that's about to.
It doesn't look like it's collapsing, the chart.
No, it doesn't look like it's collapsing either.
It did already. It's pretty much.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's collapsing anymore. So I think the bottom is good. The bottom from 1228.
I mean, if you look at the 2-year chart, it looks pretty bad.
I know. Well, you stay away from the 3 times, but even the XBI, I'll put that in. Even the XBI has been awful. Biotech has been biodrec. I mean, on the weekly, you could see it better probably. It's been dreadful.
Yeah, it does show.
The highs in February 21, 174. It's dreadful. But it's just the same dreadful as Amazon or any of the others. But this
I guess that was a high watermark, wasn't it?
This is an index that got cut in half. Pretty upsetting. But is it a place to be now? Probably. I think, it's been bad, but maybe it's going to be the winner this year and next. I think there's a good chance that it wakes up. Biodrec. Gene editing could cause it to pop.
Yes.
A couple of winners. You need a couple you need a couple of breakthrough drugs, and the thing will fly. A couple of takeouts. There's hope for XBI, and the XBI has a much nicer chart than LABU. So even though it's tempting to be in the 3 times for the leverage, I would stick to XBI over LABU. What's the other one?
Yeah, the other one was IB. The other one was IBB.
Similar.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to play the
you have more of an influence from big pharma in IBB. So it's the downturn shouldn't be quite as nasty, I don't think. Maybe. Pretty nasty.
Yeah.
177, that sounds like the other one. Let's see what the lows were 104, so it's a little better. Wasn't quite cut in half. Again, if you want the safety of some big names thrown into the mix, this one over XBI would give you a little more safety, but a little less volatility. So it depends. If you think the small caps are going to shine, XBI. If you want the better mix, the IBB. Any others?
Let me see if the gang has anything else. I was wondering why you were getting into the IWM. Looks like there's no real move there.
IWM was just outperforming the spiders, so I sold the diamonds, and rather than go into the spiders, made most of it between IWM and Qs. I also bought a little spiders, just on the basis of Momo. I could look at the chart of IWM.
Yeah. Looks like it's got a couple days before it does any kind of turnaround.
It looked really good until it didn't. It was early, it looked really good till 5 trading days ago. What would that be? Friday? I don't know. Every day this week it's been bad. But up until then we had a nice little run. So I like this one better than spiders. I think both should go up, but we have a double top, not quite a double top. 201.99 we got to take out. 201.99. We remember when this was in such a tight trading range for a long time.
Yeah. Right, but
for months.
Something tells me it might touch the 180 again. I don't know.
I think for months it was between 190 and 230, something.
Yeah,
like
for the longest time last year.
Yeah. So I think we'll get back there into that 200 to 230 trading range. I think I'm very bullish the market short term. So why not own this? I bought today Qs. I did buy the Qs today. I showed the picture, didn't I?
You were in a buying frenzy today,
I bought a lot of stuff, including Tesla. I bought the Qs that had a nice finish on the day. I bought Fisker. I bought Tesla. I bought a lot of stuff today.
Oh, you want a buying spree?
Yeah, I had a buying spree today. I mean, at least one of the company has to survive. Maybe it's this one. I like the fact that he's a name, Henrik Fisker.
Yeah, I'm Andrew's disappointed with charge point, as am I. Very, very disappointed.
Yeah, well, I don't own any of them. I was thinking of LAZR is one that interests me, but I didn't look at it. Let's look at Dr. Chucky's Apellis.
Oh, right.
Bouncing after. I remember we said you hit it on the nose, Professor Spike. You said the middle of the green candle.
Yeah.
This was a Professor Spike entry point. Got hit. Right there. It's a little less in the middle, but close enough. We give you credit. We give you credit on that entry point.
Well, I learned from the best.
Yeah, well, Apellis, I mean, dry macular, dry macular, whatever the hell you call it, that's a biggie. What do they call it? DMD, dry macular degeneration.
Macular degeneration.
Yeah. But I would have liked it better if it wasn't a shot in the eye like these, these other treatments. But the thing is, I always think of Jake warning you about buying a company that's commercializing, going from R&D to commercialization.
Yeah. Yeah, he was smart. He was smart in doing what he did.
Yeah, with PCRX.
Exactly.
Well, this one, you never know. Some of them can do it and really, really have it take off. And this one has a product. So Dr. Chuck is an ophthalmologist and he likes it, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
we hit our 30.
We did our penance for today.
We did our 30 Hail Marys.
All
So,
right.
Dr. J, you gave up on BCRX?
I didn't give up on it. I intend to go back in, but I figured it's time, and I can redeploy it to better things. That's how I look at it.
I see.
I still have a target like around $18 by the end of the year.
That's my hope.
Okay.
What does Andrew say about the Chinese stocks?
Well, he was the one who said he was disappointed with ChargePoint, but he's trying to play some of the stuff like Baba and probably Lee and those other guys.
I like Baba, but I'm scared of the Chinese stocks.
I know, exactly. I mean, once anybody gets rich in China, they go to jail.
Or they just take the money.
Yeah.
Every so often they say, Baba, you're making too much money. We got to take some. But our government does the same thing in a different way.
It's just not as rude.
Yeah. They come up with a tax or something.
Right.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen and audience, thank you and have a nice weekend.
Yeah, and we every so often I'm going to try to get a guest other than you, me, and Kamal.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Livens it up a little bit. Adios, amigos. Thanks for coming. Bye, everyone. Indubitably is here. Bye-bye.